We are very hard people, we fight well, we work hard, but we enjoy also in this. Our boys are very fond of cricket, like all Indians are very fond of cricket. World Cup cricket was going, and our boys used to take out time to in the transistors and listen this World Cup cricket matches. War finished, I went back home, Noida was my home. One of my friends took me to a golf club there. Then I was sitting there and having some drinks with him, and a group of people came and they were sitting next to boys. And suddenly there was a fight. And no, not a fight. They came to know that I have come from Kargil. They came and surrounded me. They started asking questions. Then two boys started fighting among themselves. I said, what? He said, sir, ये लड़का जब आप लोग लड़ रहे थे कारगिल में इंडिया और पाकिस्तान का क्रिकेट मैच सुन रहा था. So I did not know which way to look, because there itself in Daras, Kargil and all that, whenever we used to get the time, we used to open our transistors or radio and try to listen to what is going on. Secondly, a lot of other problems came up, which I will not list out, because we were a happy lot. We did not get subdued by any problems. It was very warm down below, 9,000 feet. But when we went on top, the snow was still there, the residual snow was still there, 15 feet to 20 feet of snow. That was another problem. Problems of this nature started coming up. Evacuation of casualties. Just now you saw two boys lifting. There in Kargil, it required 12 persons to lift a injured man from top and bring him down. Herculean task. So tough. 12 men out from the main combat zone. Just imagine. So many problems the CEO was having. 130 different problems. Well, not taking your time long. Thank you very much for inviting me over here. And thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your great words. Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Brar, Ativishish Seva Medal, an alumnus of National Defence Academy, Kadakwasla, and the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, has commanded a brigade in Jammu and Kashmir in the counter-insurgency operations. He has also commanded a sector in UN mission in the South Sudan and an infantry division in the Western sector. Before assuming the command as General Officer commanding Dakshin Bharat area, the General Officer was the Director General Armored Corps. He has the distinction of being the part of the team which took the first stand to Ladakh sector way back in 1987, and he has also led a delegation to Bangladesh and conducted a joint Indo-Bangladesh seminar on UN peacekeeping. He has also been the principal contributor in the making of the indigenous light tank, the Zorover tank, which is the pride of Atmanirbhar Bharat. With such honor and privilege, I request our guest of honor, Lieutenant General Karanbir Singh Brar, Ativishish Seva Medal, to deliver the keynote address.
Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu and Chancellor of Universities, Thiru Anand Ravi, Brigadier Dennis, Professor Dr. Santosh Kumar, Professor Gauri Shankar, distinguished guests, all ranks, Dakshin Bharat area, senior veterans, faculty members, students, NCC cadets, media people, ladies and gentlemen, Jai Hind. First and foremost, many compliments to all of us on the Rajat Jayanti of Vijay. As they say, Indian Army always wins. If you see the wars which are happening now, the wars are continuing, but I think it's a rare honor that the Indian Armed Forces always finish a war. If the war doesn't stop, it definitely affects the whole nation and more so the civilians. I also would like to compliment the cultural show which was put up. More than Dakshin Bharat, I think it is the students and the NCC cadets who almost put up a live show and took us every one of us to target. I want to thank the Honorable Governor. We are aware, but I must tell you, he was with us in the wreath laying in the morning, and now he is here celebrating the Kargil Divas. As far as the Honorable Governor is concerned, throughout what I have seen, that he has always promoted the Indian Armed Forces. He is very passionate about it. I can give you a list of things which he has done for us in honor of us. He has honored 3 units of Dakshin Bharat area and other areas. When the floods had occurred, he had given them governor citation to the 3 units in the good work they had done. Of Vijay Divas, which was last year, 1971 war, which is celebrated in honor of Divas. He was again, in fact, attended that event as chief guest. The 2 heroes of Kargil, the PVC, Honorary Captain Yogendra Yadav and Sanjay Kumar, they were honored in Chennai very recently. So, you know, the Honorable Governor has been doing this. And why it's important? Now, why I want to tell you is, how do armies win war? Do they win because of better equipment? There are many examples when armies have lost with better. Do they win because they are paid more or they were the bigger army? No. Many examples where bigger armies have lost. I don't want to name. A country like USA has moved out from Afghanistan. Vietnam. So many examples where smaller countries. So what is it that army wins? The answer lies deep within. It is the ethos of the Indian Armed Forces. It is the unit ethos which has been built over past 70 since independence. It is the morale and the motivation. And all this happens because of the honor which, the example which I told of Honorable Governor and all of you give to the Indian Army. The Indian Army fights because of the people, and they are very well assured that if they do something, their families will be looked after, the veterans will be looked after. So I must narrate to you, I think this is a famous letter, but I must tell some of the young people. You must have seen the list. There was one Lieutenant Vijayan Thapar, V. Chakra. He had to go on a mission next day. He was part of the Ghatak section. There were only 12 people, and he knew that the return is almost impossible. A day before, he wrote that letter to his parents. Dearest Papa, Mama and Granny, by the time you get this letter, I'll be observing you all from sky, enjoying the hospitality of the Asparas. I have no regrets in the fact that I become human again, and I will join the army and fight for my nation. If you can please come and see where the Indian Army fought for you, for your tomorrow. As the unit is concerned, I hope my photo will be put up in Alpha Company Mandir. All my organs should be donated. Please contribute some money to the orphanage. And of course, then he had written some personal things. So, you know, imagine a young officer, 22 years of age, knowing that next day is not likely to come. So what makes such breed of people? It is not by equipment, it is not by other things, it is the unit ethos, it is the motivation and morale. And I must compliment somehow as Army or Indian Armed Forces officers, we don't convey the COs of the units who are also the unsung heroes. All the units which participated, they were led by their respective COs. If the CO is not an inspiring leader, nobody will do what they did. So our compliments to all the COs in Kargil and otherwise who always lead from the front. The Indian Army has been winning because of units. And the unit morale and the way they fight, it gets ingrained. It's Naam Namak Nishan. So as I was mentioning, Kargil was a very tough terrain. Everybody knows that. You can't even go there as a tourist for more than half an hour, I think. And they fought. Nowhere in their history you have such examples. And as far as Indian Army is concerned, you see all the wars, they have always delivered a result. somebody was talking about the valor of Indian soldiers and what we are. I can give you examples from the Chinese side also. I was a sector, it was mentioned, I was sector commander in South Sudan. There were some rebels who attacked where some Chinese were holding a post. These Chinese just ran away. In fact, they had number of casualties. Then it was the Ethiopian and the Indian troops, 7 Kamau. I was a sector, we made sure we reoccupied it. So, as far as China is also going, we are again fighting at even higher heights. Another example, there was a tank face-off during the recent Galwan incident. So, the tanks were of my unit, and when, of course, the face-off went into about 30 days, the tanks were standing next to each other, then, you know, you start talking. And since it was not a declared war, so through interpreters, the Chinese, all of them wanted to go back because it was 16,000 feet. It was out in the open in tanks. So they said, please close the deal, we want to go back. So then the disengagement. So at the ground level, nobody can beat Indian Army. That definitely I can assure you. As far as Indian Army is concerned, we are there everywhere. The Honorable Governor honored us as far as HADR is concerned, but we have a big role to play in nation building. We are doing it in various ways in trying to engage the youth. NCC is something which needs to be spread, and that has been done all throughout because we have this youth dividend. So definitely the youth should understand, because it is not the motivation for which like the army is fighting. If you want to do well in life, then also you should have that passion and motivation. And everything is not doing for the nation by joining army. Now the Indian Army needs is Make in India. Now Indian Army needs good economy, because if economy grows, the Indian Army will get more budget to get better equipment. The Indian Army needs all of you to become good engineers and make the country proud. So, as far as our ethos is concerned, I must also tell you, which Brigadier Dennis may have missed out, in fact, that is the thing which also got highlighted. We are an army of principles. So when the Kargil happened, the Pakistani abandoned their soldiers who had passed away. They just left them and said they don't belong to us. So it is the Indian Army which conducted their last rites, and since all being Muslim, a decent burial was given to them. So a country which doesn't have that respect for its own, use them for cannon fodder, that is what they are doing in J&K also. And that is why people don't understand that it is the poorer people who are made to do these things. The leaders are enjoying themselves possibly in London and all these other places. So the understanding has to be there. So definitely such events, as I said, help us, motivate us, and the honor goes to definitely the Honorable Governor for motivating all of us to do this. I want to thank Professor Santosh, who is himself a very motivated soldier, if I can call him. He himself is full of josh, and sometimes I feel he may come and, you know, attack us also. So that is his motivation and josh. So he always conducts such events with a lot of enthusiasm and this thing. And I thank for honoring us and attending this event. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your soulful oration.
Veterans to whom we pay tribute for their ultimate sacrifice. Their memory will forever be etched in our hearts. Their valor is a testament to India's unwavering spirit. Now, I request our chief guest, His Excellency Sir R.N. Ravi, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu and Chancellor of the Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, to honor the veterans of Operation Vijay. I request Honorable Governor, His Excellency Sir R.N. Ravi, to honor Brigadier Arul Dennis with his Seva Medal. I request our Honorable Governor to honor Colonel Sada Peter.
I request the gathering to give a big round of applause.
Colonel Kulbhushan Upriti Veer Chakra Sena Medal. Subeda Major Cheraladan.
The bravery of a soldier is matched only by the resilience of his Veer Nari. Now I request Tirumadi Mary Risa, wife of late Sepoy Alphonse Shaurya Chakra. Tirumadi Ammani, wife of late Lance Nayak Nagarajan. I request the gathering to give a big round of applause. Tirumadi Saraswati, wife of late Havildar Gopal. Tirumadi Sendamarai, wife of late Havildar Shanmugam. I also request the Honorable Governor to honor our very own Artillery Regiment's band. Naib Subeda Jaipal Yadav. We thank and salute for the altruistic service that is provided for the near and dear ones of the country. I request the dignitaries to take their seats. May I now request our chief guest, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, respected Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, His Excellency Thiru R. N. Ravi, to deliver the presidential address. Please, sir.
Lieutenant General K.S. Brar, AVSN, GOC, Dakshin Bharat area. Professor Dr. N.S. Santosh Kumar, Vice Chancellor of this university. Brigadier Arul Dennis, VSM, Kargil War veteran. Professor Dr. Gauri Ramesh, Registrar of this university. Veer Naris, their family members, serving all ranks of Indian military, our veterans, the military band,
which gave a wonderful, captivating performance. As students of the Law University who, through their skits, it was riveting to every second. Distinguished invitees, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen, on this Kargil Diwas Silver Jubilee, I extend my warmest greetings and best wishes to all of you. This is a day of celebration for the country. On this day, 25 years ago, our military secured a glorious victory by inflicting humiliating defeat on Pakistan for our nation. We solemnly remember and pay homage to all our martyrs who gave their life defending the honor of the motherland. We also remember and pay tribute to all those soldiers who suffered grievous injuries. Of course, we do remember with pride their CEOs and other commanding officers who led the military from the front. Friends, this day is a day of pride for the whole nation. This victory that our military secured for the nation was not the first. Pakistan suffered humiliating defeat in several wars before. 47, 65, 71, and then 99. I think Pakistan has got so much used to defeat that they have lost the sense of defeat. And then, now they have embarked on proxy war. Perhaps that they have become wiser, that fighting the Indian military from the front is not possible, so fight it by stealth. And they began this proxy war with terrorist attacks in the valleys, in other parts of Jammu and Kashmir, and in the rest of the country. We cannot forget the attack on Indian Parliament. We cannot forget when the Pakistani terrorists, sponsored by the Pakistani state, came and played havoc on the innocent civilians of Mumbai. Every time India, true to her nature, generous, compassionate, giving benefit of doubt, and always believing that this guy would learn some lessons, they will change their ways. Always forgiving. But then they continue taking advantage of it. Every time, while at the battlefront, our military dealt defeat to them. At the political level, our leadership always extended a hand of friendship and peace. But they always betrayed. We know what happened in Kargil, and what preceded it. Our Prime Minister, the then Prime Minister, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, took a bus journey to Lahore as a mark of friendship. He wanted to bring peace. He wanted to tell Pakistan, look, you don't have to worry, we are not here. Your enemies, change your ways. Start behaving properly. Start behaving like a decent neighbor. With such a goodwill, he went over. I don't think any political leader could ever dare do that. In the sense that it needed a bold decision to go by bus to deliver the message of peace. And while he was there, Pakistanis were planning, Pakistan military was planning what ultimately led to the Kargil war. Even after that, we kept forgiving. (26/11) happened. Just a handful of terrorists, Pakistani terrorists, for over 50 hours, what they did, the entire nation, reeling with anger, reeling with a sense of revenge, watched the whole event on the TV. And within a year, our Prime Minister meets the Pakistani Prime Minister in Sharm el-Sheikh and says, let's have peace, both countries are victims of terrorism. I think that again was, that excessive overture of peace was a mark of weakness. When Prime Minister Modi came, again an initiative was made. He went to Nawaz Sharif's place with a message of peace. And immediately thereafter Pathankot happened. And then our country decided, the present leadership decided, no more talk, we must have a clear sense of enemy. Because one reason why we suffered in the past, suffered in the sense that we kept defeating, but it came at a cost. We lost so many of our precious lives. Why? Because we didn't have a sense of enemy. Whether Pakistan was an enemy or not, if it was an enemy, it had to be dealt with like an enemy. Why we kept moving forward with a valid branch, saying that let's have peace. Aman ki asa. We all want peace, but we know that the peace doesn't come by mere asking. And after Pathankot, decision was no more. And then after Uri, what happened we all know. We hit them hard within their own territory, way inside. We did surgical strikes, we did air strikes. And the message was loud and clear that you cannot just display and keep displaying, destroy your tactical nuclear weapon. That is not acceptable. We can destroy you many times over. Pakistan can be erased from the map of the earth. This much capacity our military has. Again, they have started gearing up their terror machines, and we keep hearing some cases here and there in Jammu. It is their old habit, and I think at appropriate time they will get the cost, they have to pay the cost of it. Today, our military is far more capable. 25 years ago, when we fought, then the hero of the war, the general who led it, he said, we are fighting with what we have. Today we have much, much more than what they have. Today our Indian military is equipped much better. We are much better prepared in every domain of war, be it on the land, be it on the water, be it under the water, be it in the sky, be it in the space, or be it in the cyber domain. In every domain, we are far, far ahead. Today, with our Atmanirbharta mission, with the self-reliance in military, in the defense sector, we are moving forward with confidence, and our defense production has increased many-fold. In the last year, the year 2023, our defense production has crossed 140 lakh dollars. Our defense export, we have started now exporting defense wares to others. Earlier, we had the distinction, and of course we are still not fully independent, but we have the dubious distinction of being the largest importer of defense wares in the whole world. It was a matter which was not to be very proud of. Such a large country with such a large pool of genius, we didn't manufacture many things that we needed. Today, we know that national defense is the function of not only military but the entire country. And today, with the full cooperation of the private sector, today our defense export has increased. It is increasing year by year. In the 2023, while we had about 15,000 crore export, this year it is over 23,000 crore export. Our target is much higher. By 2030, we wish to achieve much, much more. There are many things that we have committed, our military has committed, we will not import, we will make it here. We cannot outsource our national security. We cannot depend forever on things made by others. We have to have ours. And that is what our now industry, our scientists, technologists, they are now delivering. You must have, the students might not be aware. A few years back, we developed, to secure even our space assets, we developed capability, anti-satellite capability. Today we are equipped for network-centric warfare. It is not just a warfare of what it used to be in the past. It is a network-centric warfare. Sensor to shooter. It has to be networked. Today we are. And in that network, our space assets were very, very important. And we were vulnerable. There are few countries in the world, very few countries, which have the capability of anti-satellite. And then we developed it. In 2018, we achieved that. We demonstrated to the world that if any country, any adversary thinks of toying with the idea of destroying or taking on our space assets, it will come with a heavy cost. Our long-distance missiles, Agni series, we can reach in the womb of our farthest enemy. We have no problem. We have no doubt about it. Only other day you have read in the paper, AD-2, Advanced Defense Area, anti-ballistic missile capability, intercontinental ballistic missile capability. We have tested it successfully. In every field, we are moving forward and moving forward with resolve. Our military is structurally getting more integrated, because today the war is not a one-domain war. It is multi-domain. And so, we are moving forward towards theater command, integrated warfare. In the cyber domain, we are one of the top ranking, the front ranking in the world. Every field, we are moving forward. Today our military is far, far more capable. And with the nuclear triad, with our Arihant in operation, I don't think even the mightiest country in the world can even think of escalating a war with this country, because then the destruction is assured. This confidence with which our military is moving forward is the confidence that nation gives it to. The military is pride of the nation. And it is for us, it is for the people of this country to be proud of them. And this pride has to be reflected in the way we treat our soldiers, we treat our veterans, we treat our Naris, we treat our next of kin. And here comes the role of the civil society, the people looking after our veterans. When they come back to the civil life. The problems that they face, it is our collective responsibility to address those problems, to make them feel proud, to make them feel that, look, we are here to take care of you. We are here to stand by you. And believe me, these veterans are not dependent on anyone. Because every veteran, wherever the veteran is, he is a source of positive force in the society. We have seen when something wrong happens in a colony, in a village or in a colony, other civilians will look and try to ignore it. But if there is a veteran around, compulsively he will react and say, no, this is not acceptable, this is wrong. This sense of propriety, this sense of what is right, what is wrong, is a major strength of our society. So even when the veteran is retired and has come back to the civil life, he remains a positive force for our society. We must realize that. And society too looks upon them. I have seen in our own state, Tamil Nadu, what all good works our veterans are doing. It makes me feel proud. It makes all of us feel proud. So at this time, on this occasion, while we celebrate this Vijay Divas, we celebrate the victory which is rightfully ours, delivered to us by our military. And we remember our martyrs who will always remain in our heart. We also must commit ourselves to be respectful, to be nice, and to be caring for our veterans and the families of our soldiers. When our soldiers are there at the most difficult place, incredibly difficult, leaving behind the family, it is the responsibility of the society to take care of them. We must stand by them. That is the strength that gives a soldier to fight. When a soldier fights and gives his life, he knows that 140 crore people are behind him. That sense must be palpable, that sense must be felt. And I urge upon the civil society, our people, to keep that in mind, that our soldier is our national asset, our veterans are our national assets, our social assets also. And we must take care of them, we must be proud of them. Friends, I once again wish all of you the very best. I once again extend my warmest greetings and best wishes to all of you on this happy and auspicious occasion, on the day we got the glorious victory. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your address. As we approach the end of the evening, I request Professor Dr. Gauri Ramesh, the Registrar of Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, to deliver the gratitude note.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, esteemed guests, veterans, faculty members, NCC cadets, friends from the media, and dear students, a very good evening to one and all present here. On this solemn yet glorious occasion commemorating the Rajat Jayanti of Kargil Vijay Nivas, we stand humbled in the presence of our esteemed guests and the brave men and women who defend our nation. we stand today on hallowed ground, united in our commemoration of Kargil Vijay Diwas. This day, etched forever in our nation's history, serves as a poignant reminder of the unwavering valor and sacrifice displayed by our brave soldiers during the Kargil conflict. We are deeply honored to be a part of this event organized by the Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University in association with Dakshin Bharat Area, Chennai. On this Kargil Vijay Diwas, we gather not just to celebrate victory, but to honor the exemplary courage and sacrifice of our soldiers. As Captain Vikram Batra, a Kargil hero, famously said, I quote, "Either I will come back after hoisting the tricolor, or I will come back wrapped in the same tricolor, but I will definitely come back," I unquote. Words like these echo through history, reminding us of the immense valor and dedication displayed during the Kargil War. We are deeply grateful to our Chancellor and Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R.N. Ravi, His Excellency, for gracing this occasion as a chief guest and delivering a thought-provoking presidential address. His words serve as a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made by our soldiers and the indomitable spirit of our nation. Our deepest respect and thanks goes to Lieutenant General K.S. Brar, AVSM, General Officer Commanding Dakshin Bharat Area, Chennai. His presence and insightful keynote address has enriched our understanding of the Kargil conflict and the unparalleled courage displayed by our armed forces. We extend our sincere gratitude to Colonel Dr. Professor N.S. Santosh Kumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, for his warm welcome address. His words set the tone for this meaningful commemoration. We are honored to have Brigadier Arul Dennis, VSM, Colonel Sada Peter, and Subedar Major Cherlagan, the Kargil War veterans who shared their invaluable experiences with us. Their first-hand accounts of the conflict serves as a testament to the bravery and resilience of our soldiers, inspiring generations to come. As we reach the conclusion of this momentous event, I stand before you filled with immense gratitude. This program wouldn't have been possible without the tireless efforts and dedication of many individuals. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Captain Dr. D. Jayashankar, our dedicated program coordinator, Assistant Director of Physical Education, Dr. K. Paramasubam, Assistant Professors Ms. G.V. Vidusha, Thiru B. Haja Hassan, and Thiru Rahul Regu for their invaluable contributions as members of the organizing committee. A special thanks goes out to our esteemed Army veterans for sharing their experiences and inspiring our NCC cadets. Your courage and sacrifice are a constant source of motivation for all of us. Finally, a round of applause for all the NCC officers, Army officers, and cadets. Your enthusiastic participation and sincere commitment throughout the program have been truly commendable. Thank you once again to everyone who has played a part in making this event a resounding success. May the spirit of Kargil Vijay Diwas continue to inspire us with courage, patriotism, and firm dedication to our nation. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. I request the gathering to kindly rise for the national anthem. gathering to kindly take their seats until the dignitaries leave the floor.